and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming. Today again with another Hearts of Iron 4 video where we play the modern Day 4 mod. You can quite clearly see a lot has changed on the world map. All the accurate names of the countries, which they are as of this year. Well, I haven't checked it. Maybe there are some countries which already have changed or not really are not there but should be there. But for example, one thing I noticed right away is over here, Kosovo is as a separate country, which is not really accepted by everybody in the world. Also over here, this part here, Catalonia probably will be independent in a few months or in a few years. They have a lot of trouble over there. There are a couple other countries like in the Ukraine, Donbass, where's the Crim? What the hell's that? Country, Moldova, and this one is Transdniester. Okay, I didn't know that. I know somewhere over here there is a conflict in the Crim. I don't know where the Crim is. I'm too crap with that stuff. Crimea, probably this one, but it's already marked as Russia. And then we have what is it? Novorossiya. I mean, that could be the problem we have right now. They have right now in the world over there. Don't know. I think this is actually accurate. I think this is actually Russia. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. Don't know over here. I know in Kazakhstan. Where is it? Or is it not in Kazakhstan? Is it up here, Mongolia? I don't know. I know there is also another province here with Russia where they have like independence movements and stuff. Oh, Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. Oh, okay. So probably ISIS, and also Saudi Arabia over here. Then you have Jordan. Then over here you have a ton of border go with Israel, Syria. That's Syria, right? Yeah, Syria. Hezbollah, Lebanon, Israel down here. that could have been bad. That's the Jordan, Israel, and then over here we have Gaza, which is Hamas again. And then Cyprus is also Northern Cyprus, and United Kingdom. Probably just a NATO base over here. Yeah. I like it, I like it. It looks nice. It also has a ton of other stuff in here. I choose Switzerland, of course, because I mostly do. Yeah, Blue Army. New commander, Melchior Colander. Yep, you guys are good. You just stay here for the moment. And now we go in here. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas to you guys. I didn't say that. And in the last video you saw just before, the mod was a Game of Fire and Ice, the Game of Thrones mod for Hearts of Iron 4. And yeah, like in the other one, if you're interested to see this one or the other one, or actually both, let me know in the comments section. If I want to continue. Otherwise, those are just like kind of first looks into this kind of games. So if we start here, you see we have a lot. SIG, unfortunately, it's not the right pictures. This is an M16 and not a SIG 550, which was my weapon of choice. No, which was my issued weapon in the army. But it has changed quite a lot. You have the small arms, you have night vision, you have command and control equipment, which is basically the support equipment. You have combat engineering equipment, which actually is also kind of support equipment, I think. Then you have unmanned drones. You have tanks. You have the main battle tanks. You have the armored personnel carriers. You have the infantry fighting vehicles. You have recon tanks. You have utility vehicles, which is awesome. Then here in artillery, you have like normal artillery. Artillery. You have anti-tank. You have anti-air missiles. Carryable anti-air and anti-tank missiles, and like artillery, and you get two artillery tanks over here. And this one just looks awesome. But it's 2,000 days ahead of time. And here we just have the one focus tree, the land doctrine focus tree. It's just a one focus tree, which we can't do anything with it right now. Well, we could, but it has pretty much chosen this one for me. Air land battle, which this one would give us no effects whatsoever, because it's not implemented yet. It's a placeholder. But it's very flushed out mod so far, I have to say. Surface ships also, you have the cruiser, you have the nuclear battle cruisers, you have guided missile cruisers, guided missile destroyers, frigates, corvettes, and then of course the transport ships again for the naval invasions. You have the amphibious assault ships, you have the air cushioned landing craft, so it's a hovercraft, and then the modern landing craft, which will be needed for marine stuff. Then you have a separate wing for the carriers, which you have nuclear carriers, aircraft carriers, amphibious assault carriers, and amphibious assault vessels, a lot of them as well, which of course makes sense for Switzerland to research anything in here right now. Haha. And of course the submarines. You have like nuclear submarines, you have nuclear attack submarines, missile submarines, and diesel attack submarines. It looks like that the nuclear and the missile submarines are all actually nuclear submarines. And of course the diesel are just diesel submarines, which makes sense. Plane-wise, you have a special research chapter, research wing for helicopters. We transport helicopters and attack helicopters, which is more or less accurate. I'm not a big... I know this is this looks like a Huey. This looks like a Super Puma, or I think it's from Eurocopter. Not actually sure. This looks actually like the transport helicopter we have in the Swiss Army right now. That looks like a Chinook. Then here we have like the what's it called? Osprey, kinda. Over here with the planes, those look basically like a mix for me, to be honest. Switzerland never really had mix. We had our own plane production. The PC-9 is actually not a jet. It would be a turboprop, so propeller plane, more or less like this one here, like the light jet. But still, I like that they have flushed it out this much. It looks pretty awesome. Yeah, then you have all the different fighters and stuff. You also have the bombers. You have the strategic bombers. You have the transport planes, which can get bigger, which I really like. I hope they also increase the ranges of the ranges of the transport planes and stuff like that. Then you have the marine naval patrol planes, which also look pretty much Russian to me. I was kind of into airplane, but this looks actually like a B-52 bomber. But this one over here looked mostly like Russian planes, which is still cool. This one actually as well, which are the close air support planes. And then of course you have the focus tree again for those, which is interesting to say. I like it. They have like the three up here, which are kind of jammed into each other. It doesn't look like they have like a time specific thing, like they are ahead of time or stuff like that, which is awesome, which I do like. Then we go into the national focus tree, and you see this one is fleshed out quite nicely. Actually, I haven't checked. Let me just check here for Germany, for example. Yeah, it looks like that every country has pretty much the same focus tree, which is okay. It's still a different focus tree than to the vanilla game. Oh yeah, you're part of NATO. You are allied with everybody, which is awesome. Russia is a part of the Eurasian Union. How is Saudi Arabia? Just wonder. But the Peninsula Shield, which is also interesting. That's awesome. You're part of NATO, right? Yeah, you're part of NATO. Brazil, no faction down there. Actually, look. Let's look at the faction map mode. We have the Eurasian Union. We have the Resistance Axis. We have NATO over here. The blue is NATO, a lot of NATO, and then here is the Eurasian. So basically there are four... Yep, they are actually... Hamas is actually put together with the Resistant Axis, which basically is just Iran, right? yeah, Hezbollah and Iran are in the resistance axis. Which is still, it's a lot. It's very nice to see what they have done with this mod. It looks interesting. It looks more done than Millennium Dawn, sorry to say. Every time I check the Millennium Dawn mod, I'm kind of not disappointed, but more something like this I was imagining, to be honest. And it's cool. I mean, I check the Millennium Dawn mod from time to time as well, just to see if they go to the point which I actually would like to see. Panama part of NATO? Nope, no faction. Anyway, we were in the national focus tree, so we have the political effort, just gives us 120 political power. Then we can go towards the US, which Korea doesn't like us then at all. Multirism focus, which is mutually exclusive with the US, but it leads to other stuff down here, like push for global governance reform and Lithuanian strategy. We can create a faction, support the G4, we will support Germany, Brazil isn't the G4? Really? Okay. Germany, Brazil, India, and Japan, support the BRICS. BRICS is Russia, Brazil, India, China, South Africa, and that's about it. Join the new development bank, which gives us again a boost with Russia, Brazil, India, China, and South Africa. Flexible diplomacy. It's a lot in here. I really have to read through all that stuff if I really start that mod as a series. Just for now to derp around, to have a little look around. Doesn't actually matter what I would pick here. We also have the nationalist outlook, which then goes mutually exclusive, of course, to all the other ones. Neutral outlook, Western outlook, emerging outlook, socialist outlook. Nationalist support goes up. We could choose the national identity focus. Drift defense goes up. Ethnic nationality, national purity, which is modern. Doesn't say. Autarky focus gives us local industry, and tax costs goes down. Oh yeah, there are now taxes and less resources I've seen. I'll show you that in a second. Against national spirit, authoritarian focus, which grants political power gain by 10%, or paternalism focus, which gives us a weekly national unity effect of partisans, which is interesting. And then of course you have the Salafistic outlook, which is pretty much a good mirror of the today's world. So with the Islamic terror and everything, we can support Al-Qaeda, we could pledge alliance to Islamic State, or we could do mosques fundings, which leads to maximum volunteer force goes up by 1. We can send volunteers earlier. Fear strategy, division cavalry rate goes up and gains national spirit, which division defense goes up. And then down here at the end we have the, what is it, Umma focus. Gives again a boost to political drift power. Or we could justify war goals much quicker. We can then build up some civilian infrastructure in this one over here. We have the army efforts again, which increases land doctrine, infantry weapon and towed artillery, and so on and so on. Equipment, armored efforts, and then of course the airplanes and the ships focus. As far as I've seen, there is there it is. I was going to say there is no continuous focus. Yes, there is. I just haven't scrolled down far enough in my first look. What else was I wanting to show you in this mod? Oh yeah, there we go. We have the military policies. We have mandatory service, which means 4% of the adult population male population has to go to the army. We could go to volunteers only, which volunteer service, which puts it down to 2.5%, which is, yeah, we have 6 manpower left, so Definitely not a thing to do right now. I mean, every month we get... Really? Just 8? That doesn't make any sense. Probably because we haven't started the game. We could go partial draft, which is a little less than the mandatory service, 3.2%. Or abolish military. Does not have any form of standing army. Handled by the country's internal security forces, such as the police. Which is interesting. Then down here you can choose the defense companies. So for small arms in Switzerland we have RUAG, which is, yep, that's true. For tanks we have MOVAG, which is kind of true. RUAG has also something, I don't know, maybe they are actually the same company by now, or daughter's company or something. MOVAG is definitely a thing. Our Piranhas are from MOVAG, the Eagles as well. Plane-wise, RUAG built some aircraft as well, but the Pilatuswerke are better, in my opinion, or make more planes. RUAG is more for technical stuff and so on. Generic, because we don't really have one in Switzerland. Generic, because we don't have one in Switzerland. Generic, because we don't have one in Switzerland. This one is a test. I don't know what's coming in here, but there will be something in here in a future update. Secret ballots, that's also mostly in progress. Work in progress. So it doesn't really work yet, but you have the, like, the elections and so on and so on. Trade unions laws, that's also all a work in progress, but it looks nice. I'm wondering what the free press, the Twitter bird, okay. Hopefully that doesn't get you in copyright problems, buddy. Whoever the moderator. State press, Salafist consort press, and accountable press, which is nice. Then we have the public meeting allowed, yes or no, which probably helps or increase or decrease happiness of our population, I'm guessing. And we have immigration laws, visa program, guarded haven, so probably nobody can migrate to here. Love it or leave it. Don't know. Like, yeah, you can come, but you can also stay away. Or open borders, everybody can come. And then again, here we have National Socialist Party, Neo-Socialist Party, Liberal Party, and so on and so on. We can get any of those guys in here. Then we have the government budget. We have a balanced budget right now. Minus 48, minus 42, and yeah, we can choose the budget in here, which I don't know how it works yet. I haven't tried it out, but I'm interested to see how it will work. And that looks actually like everything is already in. Then we have large civil service administration, which costs 4% tax. 4% tax cost is 4%. Military factory construction speed goes up with that one. That one will be cheaper. Just 2% tax cost. 3%, 5%, or 6%. Awesome. That was this one over here. Then we have the tiny military spendings. Just 2%? Really? No. Total war. Factory output, 200%. War. But 40% of the tax money goes into total war. Very large military. Yeah. Wondering how that's going to be. Basic police and security funding, it's just 1% for now, which does something with the national unity, foreign subterfuge and decryption, planning speed and stuff like that. Police state is 4%. Minimal police funding, that would be not something to be something very good. Which would lead to, yeah, more planning speed, more encryption, decryption, and so on and so on. It helps in war, I'm guessing. Higher education. We are at higher education right now, which reduces the research time. Increase the construction speed, though. Division organization goes up as well. Leader experience gain goes up with that. Recruitable population goes down by 1%, though. Factor of 1%. Monthly population is minus 8%, actually. Of support of education since benefits. Okay, we can go to basic, which would... Research time is still a bit faster. Construction speed is still a bit higher. Is there anything which we wouldn't send any of those? So that is the cheapest, the 2%. Will probably a thing to change to if you are worried about your tax money. I just don't know where the tax money is in here so far. Of course, we have the healthcare. It's the same again, and the life kit does it. It's really flushed out, and the welfare. And up here we have the GDP. Okay, probably our tax stuff in here, huh? 1K is pretty bad. 2K. We are at 90K right now, so 200K would be awesome. Max industry is in state plus 200%. Construction speed goes up, and so on and so on. Stagnation. By spending political power, can get the central bank to stimulate the economy by using its macroeconomic policy. Okay. 20% debt. Okay. That one would be nice to have it lower, like 0% debt. Don't know if we could get to that somehow. I'm guessing, like I said, I have never played with it. Corruption level is negligible corruption, so basically none, I guess. Crippling corruption. This one is probably paralyzing corruption. It shuts down the whole country. Why would I want that? It's probably something that just changes through national focuses and stuff. Small and medium business owners, the military, doesn't know, having an extremely intellectual military comes with its own advantages and disadvantages. So yeah, at the moment we are at small and medium businesses. We are looking towards that. We could go defensive industry or Guilo Mota. I don't know what that is. It doesn't give me a tooltip actually. Okay, and this one is basically the same one. Mass media, labor unions. Oh, okay, I see. So there you see, there is a ton of stuff we could do in here. Same, yeah, we have like 8 factories. We need to produce armor personnel carriers. We need to produce CNC equipment, anti-air, anti-tank, mounted ATGM, whatever that is, and small arms. That's the stuff we actually have to produce to just get the guys we have in the field, which is a Panzer Brigade and a light tank brigade, a light tank brigade, special brigade, an infantry brigade. I don't think we have mountainous infantry. Let me change that symbol here actually to mountainous infantry, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to have it otherwise there. Just another helmet doesn't make a sense at all. Don't we have a mountain in here? Really? What would be a good symbol for mountain infantry then? Like, let's go with the lightning for the mountain. Combined brigade. Okay, that's infantry and motorized. That one definitely needs to get a symbol like this one. Yeah, like this one. So if we check the army again, yeah, we have actually one mountain brigade, which is okay, I guess. Which is very weak. A very, very weak mountain brigade. But yeah, otherwise it looks pretty awesome actually. Construction-wise, it's still the same in the construction menu. There are no real new stuff to choose from. But you see, this mod has a lot to offer. So like I said in the last video you saw just before, or you could watch just before, which just went live before, of the Game of Thrones mod, let me know in the comment section which one you want to see. You want to see both of them? You want to see them with another nation, another house, so to say? You're not interested in either of those two mods, and I should do another, I don't know, Road to 56 or 1984 or whatever mod, or just basic vanilla. Basic vanilla will definitely come as soon as the next DLC drops. I'll just put in a series out with that one anyways. But yeah, if you have if you want me to do something special without actually any mods, maybe some UI mods, but not like game-changing mods like this one, just let me know in the comment sections, guys. And I really hope you did enjoy this video. I know it was just a lot of me talking and explaining stuff I haven't actually tried out myself. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Links to that in the video descriptions, like always. And like always, guys, one more time, thank you very much for watching. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.